No, of course not. It's absolutely impossible. Let's be clear. We did not come up with these sanctions. Our international partners did. As we say in Russia, let God be their judge. Of course, we will overcome these sanctions. I have no doubt that after a while these sanctions will dissipate. There will be no more sanctions, but we can't deny the fact that they have damaged our relations. I understand the concerns that our partners may have regarding the international situation and the developments in Europe and Ukraine, although clearly Ukraine is closer to us than anyone else, because we are almost one people. But when the foundations of international relations, which we have worked so hard for, are being sacrificed to impose all sorts of restrictions, just to show how cool we are, just to show that somebody can punish someone, well, in my opinion, it's absolutely destructive, and I would even go as far as saying a stupid position. It's sad to hear President Obama say in an address at the UN that the threats and challenges facing humanity are, in this particular order, the Ebola virus, the Russian Federation, and only then the Islamic State. I don't want to dignify it with a response. It's sad. It's like some kind of mental aberration. It's imperative to leave all of that behind and get back to normalcy, perhaps go back to square one, and only then talk about our future relations. Here's my last point. We are not closing any doors. All that we want is a constructive and friendly dialogue with all civilized nations, including, of course, our partners in Europe and the United States. But to do so, we must bring the situation back to normal.
At that UN speech, President Obama said that the sanctions would only be lifted if, quote, Russia changes course on Ukraine. Is the pullback of troops from the border meant to signal to Washington a change? Is that a change, the kind of change that the president is looking for? And if so, what do you want from President Obama now?
We don't want anything from him. Only the American people can want things from President Obama. The American people elected President Obama, not the Russian people. And he is accountable to the American people, not the Russian leadership or the Russian people.